Oh, she's fancy now. Okay, here we are on Zoom with a new woman introducing me. Okay, hi guys. I'm so excited you're here. Listen, here's what happened. A couple weeks ago, we in the Power Five, we offer a lot of things because I want you to be able to have a system where you're like, oh, we do opportunity calls. Oh, we do runs like 30, 60, 90-day runs. Oh, we do book studies, right? So we opened it up to all of Team Young Living to come on our opportunity call. And the most number one question I got, and actually like feedback, was, well, I don't understand what the Power Five is. Like, what is the Power Five? Why didn't you go more into it? That isn't what that call was for. That call was actually for our excited new brand partners and new people that are coming into this as a business opportunity. And we just opened the door for all of Team Young Living and come in and kind of see how we work. So I just wanted to give you guys a space where I actually explain the Power Five. Because again, a lot of people are like, I don't understand. Is it assets? Is it trainings? Is it Zoom calls? Is it AI tools? Yes, all of that, plus a lot more. Okay, so I just want to talk about that today and kind of show you behind the scenes so you can see and decide, is this something that you want to bring to your team? Is this something that you want to use personally and you want to grow brand partnership in Young Living? So let's start with why it was created. If you've ever heard me speak before, I speak very boldly and confidently about the business opportunity in Young Living. I love, love, love our products. Okay. I really think that if we actually wrap our head around the business opportunity and our products and our comp plan and our amazing community and our amazing owners, right? We are destined to explode again. But we have to truly wrap our head around that brand partner, network marketing, leverage income. I get to franchise my business, what I do, and I get to hand it to the next person. So the reason I got here was that I would be in multiple areas and I would ask the same question. What do you do when someone says they want to be a brand partner? And it was like deer in headlights. I am talking from silver and above all the way to RCD. There was nobody in the middle. Like, I did not have one solid confident, oh, well, we make sure they earn income in the first 30 days. We do that by this little system right here. It's super fast, and we just turn that over. And then we actually move them into a system that shows them all of the bells and whistles of how I help them earn that income in the first 30 days so that I can pass that to them. And then I can go and start working on this person over here. Again, another one. That's what you need in network marketing. You need a system that turns over like that. You have to have first one right here, how to help your new people earn income in the first 30 days. As soon as they say yes, help them earn income, right? Then I helped you earn income. Would you like to come take a look at what the opportunity in Young Living looks like? So for us, what that looks like is our opportunity calls, which are twice a month, every Monday and Thursday, or every first and third Thursday of the month, right? So we have a new host so that you hear it differently from people, but it's the same sequence of videos so that you also have confidence to take that same presentation and do it in your living room or do it for your people. Okay. So you have to have this cadence, right? Of I help them earn income very quickly. I show them the actual opportunity, because anything that is not earning them income fast is a time waster for people. And in this day and age, in network marketing right now, in affiliate marketing right now, if you are not helping them as fast as possible earning income, you're going to be left behind. It's too confusing for them. Okay. Hey, there's an opportunity call. I want you to see the bigger picture. How cool is Young Living? How cool is the foundation? How do we actually get paid? That's the opportunity call. And then you move them into the Power of Five. And that is how to actually do the things. What are the 5 things that move the needle in your business? What are the things that you need to be doing every single day to move the OGV, to actually find other brand partners to come do what you're doing? Because at the end of the day, You can sell all the product you want, but if you do not help other people to go out and help other people, you will be the highest enroller. You will be in retail sales. And the second that you stop hustling and running and selling, your OGV will drop. That is not why Gary and Mary made this structure of the way we get paid. They did it so not only are we helping people with their health, but we're also helping people to be able to afford that health. That is the blessing that we have. And if you don't confidently share the two equally, if not more right now, the business opportunity, because I don't know if you've been looking at the numbers of inflation, but this actually needs to be a more important conversation right now, because if we're offering, hey, I can help you use a chemical or a better, safer, cleaner product, right? If you're not helping those people learn that they can actually get that paid for, you're doing them a disservice. All you're doing is taking money out of their budget. And then there's people that feel bad because they want to have better products. They financially cannot afford it. So you have to confidently share the brand partnership for that reason. So for me, when I was building the Power of Five, it's like, okay, so I asked the same question. What do you guys do when people say they want to be a brand partner? Deer in headlights. I was like, okay, that's not good. Then I work privately with larger teams, and we build out onboarding and duplication system. I'd ask the same questions. Okay, what do you got? What do you have for me? I'm going to plug it into a system. It was a lot of stuff everywhere. It was like, oh, a little bit of here, a little bit of there. We use a little bit of this. We go over here. We do these calls this day, but we don't have a recorded system landing page for that. We definitely don't do opportunity calls. That's not a thing that we do, at least anymore. Right? So it was all these things. And I was like, oh, could you imagine as a brand partner coming into that? Is that how you want to sell your franchise? Can you handle that panic? Like if you are in panic because somebody said yes to the business opportunity, you're never going to offer it. You might offer it for 6 months to 12 months, but eventually your husband or yourself are going to go, I can't take the stress. The second they say yes, I got to figure everything out again. What did they come in with? What did they share? You come in, the way you come in is the way you share. Okay, they came in with hormones, so now I got to create a class for them, and I got to do a class on hormones. And this person came in with allergy stuff, and now I got to figure that out. Guys, we cannot run our business like this. It is not duplicatable. It is not something that I can hand to the next person. You are in panic, and if you are in panic, you are not going to be open to sharing this business opportunity, which is extremely important. Okay. So from their birth, right, all of the things, when you look at systems, it's like, okay, what is a consumable product, right? And I talk about Ningxia all the time. Why? Because in network marketing, doesn't matter. You have to have a hero product. Okay. We have a lot of amazing products. There are a lot of companies that have a lot of amazing products, but you will almost always see them go, but this is how we come in. This is how we duplicate because we have a system for it. Okay. Because you have to have a trademarked product that you can really only find in your company, right? Something with some really good science behind it so that you can back that when people say, well, I have something like that. No, you have nothing like this, but I'll help you understand that. Consumable, super duper insanely important, right? Bottle lavender lasts me forever. Not lately because Howard keeps telling me to smell it. So I just have it in this thing and I push the button all day long. But, you know, couple months. Consumable, Ningxia. High reorder rate, again, Ningxia. Balance and burn, we're working through the quirks of that one, right? It's working. It's also not as high of a consumable as Ningxia Red yet, but we'll see what the numbers start putting out over the next 6 to 12 months, right? But right now we know mathematically Ningxia Red is the way to go. Okay. So why now? Like, why, if you're like, okay, great, Tammy, I need a system. You're right. I panic the second somebody wants to be a brand partner. By the way, about 15 minutes before I got on this call, I got a text that said, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to jump in and start sharing. By the way, she has yet to get her products. They have not arrived at her doorstep yet. Why is she reaching out to me? because I am so confident that the second that I share a product with you, I'm sharing, hey, by the way, my number one goal is to help you get that paid for, because I don't want that coming out of your budget. Okay. So very quickly before this call, which by the way, my internet is all messed up. I got a new computer. There's all things going wrong. This light broke. All the things are going wrong. I was able to quickly actually help her already make her first social media post. And she is already texting me saying that people are interested within the last 15 minutes of before this call. Like, that's how the momentum in the Power of Five is happening. And I want that so insanely badly for every single one of you on this call, because I hear like both sides, right? I'm like, oh, kind of like confused chaos. I want it. I see other people growing, but I don't know what to do over here, like, or whatever the belief is in this arena. And then I'm over here in this bubble. I'm like, oh my gosh, isn't everybody excited to like show up on a power hour at 9 a.m. like we are? Or isn't everybody sharing how exciting it is to share now, and the momentum and the people that are talking to us and the lists that are growing and the people that are enrolling and the brand partners we're bringing on and the opportunity call we're having and how they're coming on and how they're excited? I'm like, oh, I'm in this bubble going, I don't know, like, please come in the bubble. That's all I'm offering you, is just come in the bubble, because it's so, like, we're at a point in Young Living where corporate office are amazing. Honestly, like, they are all doing a really, really good job. And I'm like, okay, I can trust them. Again, sometimes I feel like, we have these times. I'm like, okay, I have trust there again. And our product and science team, man, are they putting out mainstream products that are growing our business, that are normalized, just like in 2015 when we had this massive boom and essential oils were like, well, how do I get them? Just sign me up, right? People put a post up, you get enrollments. Put a post up, you get enrollments. That's what we're feeling in the Power Five. Now you have to do it right? Can't be throwing up bottles of all your product. That's not the way you want to market today. But you will learn that through the Power Five. But right now, the momentum in Young Living is here. It is exciting. The numbers are tracking, right? They're like, okay, this is great. Our numbers are up. We're seeing more enrollments, right? Okay. Here's why, like, I've gone over a little bit of why you need a system, but I really want to drive it home. Do you know that one day you're going to die? It's like the weirdest concept. I am going to die one day. And I don't know about you, but the whole reason that I do what I do and why my kids watch me work like I work is because in my will, I'm going like this. I am building a legacy income that the structure will stay together, because that's what I'm building. The company will stay together because, God willing, we're in a really good company that's family owned. The products are amazing. The integrity is amazing. And Gary Mary had 2 more children to pass it over to, and Jacob and Kate will hopefully have 2 more children to pass it over to, right? So for me, I sit here and I go, I'm not doing this for myself. I am doing this for long-term retirement. I'm doing this for willable leverage income, right? If you have not read the book Beach Money by Jordan Adler, I want you to understand leverage income. What is beach money? What are we working for here? The more you understand what you're working for, the more you can confidently share about that, right? I'm in an e-commerce business. That's all I do. So I have e-commerce business right here, meaning I promote a product with an affiliate link where the warehouse ships it, the scientists do all their sciencey things, the packaging people do all their packaging stuff. I trust them because I vetted them. I get an affiliate link. They ship it directly to you. I'm in an e-commerce business. That's my affiliate. I also get to scale my business and have leverage income by building a sales organization team. That's network marketing. That's all you guys do. I can confidently share about that with anybody that I meet on the street and not stumble over my words and think that I'm trying to like get them into a pyramid scheme and network marketing. I'm like, no, that's weird. We don't even, like, that doesn't even make sense. I'm in e-commerce, affiliate marketing. I promote an all natural GLP-1 plant-based support system, as well as a superfood nutritional substance like a drink, right? Juice that fills in the nutritional gaps because we're all not eating that great. Okay, that's what I do. Those are the two things that I promote. And then I also actually train people just like you so that they can leverage their income and earn long-term residual income for, those times of like, I want to retire, I want to take a vacation, I want to eventually stop working, right? Because if I have a system that I can hand to somebody, I get to confidently say that. But if I am only doing this thing, this e-commerce thing, and I am the only one sending out my affiliate link, and I am the only one selling on my team, when you stop selling, your income will do this until it flatlines with the people that will be Young Living until they pass away. Okay? All I want for you is to have more confidence over here. I really want you to understand that you have to have a business system to go to your brand partners and say, hey, do you want to come take a look at this again? It's really changing. Technology is changing and it looks totally different now. And I really think that if we lean on this system right here, that we could actually do this in a duplicatable way where I can help you go find other people who want to do this with you so that you can actually earn income and not be the highest enroller on your team and not get burnt out and not be exhausted. I have confidence that I can do that now, right? So I want to share that with you. I'm going to share my screen and it's going to work flawlessly. It's going to be great. This is just what the visual of the Power 5 looks like, okay? What I want you, I'll show you what it looks like first, and then I'll go over some bells and whistles and things that we add in. We as in, I have a team of people that help me. Okay, so let's start at the main Power of 5. And here is the thing, you get access to one path beyond in-home gatherings. Everybody in Young Living should be doing in-home gatherings, okay? So I give you that one for sure. You have that one. And then you choose the path that you want to work because I want you to work in your giftings and talents. I do not want to force you to do social media. That sounds horrible to me. I do not want to force you to do vendor events, okay? So you can choose social media, vendor events, small businesses, fundraisers. Fundraisers is dog shelters, missionaries, anybody who's doing a GoFundMe, anybody that is trying to raise funds. We step you through how to do that. If they have a 501(c)(3), actually have it outlined all the way through to corporate. I worked with them on, hey, what does it look like to actually sign the 501(c)(3) up on that account to make sure it goes in there so that their check is tax exempt. We have all of that for you in there. And then it's like, okay, well, how do I find them? How do I ask them? How do I give them their assets, right? Everything is done for you. It steps you through it. I'll just show you really quick how it steps you through it. So basically at the beginning of every one of these paths, it explains what the heck it is. Okay. It builds belief in it. Then there's a video of me explaining audibly because I'm an audible learner. So you will always see that everything will be written and audibly done for you. And then you basically walk through your 5 tasks. What are the 5 things that you need to be doing to move the OGV in your team, in yourself every day? There are 5 things that you need to be doing. You need to be finding the humans. That's task 1. You need to be asking the humans. That's task 2. Number 3 is follow up with people who did not say yes yet. So that's your kind of on the fence people. That's your follow up. Number 4 is following up with people who did order or fundraisers who did say yes. Number 5 is finding brand partners just like you. And whenever you join the Power 5, you will see that I talk about number 5 the most because it is the number one thing not talked about in Young Living is how do we go and find more brand partners? When I designed this whole system, I really wanted to drive home. I love our products. I have to help you promote our products. That's task 1 through 4. But task number 5, that's scalable income. That's the leverage marketing, right? That is you duplicating you. That is you confidently going to find brand partners. That is you helping other people earn income. That is you hitting the next rank. That is how you hit the next rank. You do not hit the next rank by selling more product. You hit the next rank by finding more people to help you sell more product. Okay? So these are very easy. You come through here. It explains everything to you again. You will see that it's going to tell you exactly where to go find them. There are buttons that will drive you right to fundraisers that you can actually go find. There's all kind of little buttons here. And then you just go to your next task. I always want to help people understand that they are trying to work within part-time hours. So start at an hour a day. And if you don't want to do all 5 tasks, do task 1 on Monday, do task 2 on Tuesday. That's how I personally do it, because I don't like being all over the place every day. Okay. And then this explains exactly how you can do it. So I'm going to go back to the main vault. So those are the paths that you can take. So that's all separate from what I'm about to show you. That's just like geared in. This is exactly what I'm supposed to do today. Great. I sat in my office and I didn't scroll on Facebook kind of style of work, right? Janelle is on this call, and I love that she shared the other day. We were on a call, and Janelle, if you're okay, I might actually ask you to share that testimony, but I love that she just said, like, I have direction now. I come in my office and I do work, like excited to do the work and clarity on what the heck to do. So in the Power of 5, you have a pre-Power of 5, which is, again, how do I help somebody earn income within the first 30 days? My goal is actually to help them earn income within the first 2 weeks, but obviously we get paid on a monthly cycle, right? And then we have a bunch of training calls for you. There's a bunch recorded. And then we always use what's called Talkify. You will see we have the Wellness Opportunity Call. We meet as brand partners once a month. And then we do a conscious business language training. I'm going to show you that part in the Power of 5 so that you see that. But then you see there's a bunch of recordings. Never, ever, ever do busy work. It will drive me crazy. Only listen to these if you're driving. Only listen to these if you're like cooking and doing something else like folding laundry. Do not stare at your computer and watch me talk on a screen. It is not worth your time. I am not about doing busy work. It drives me crazy. And then you'll see there's assets here for Ningxia Red, Reset, Situation, Balance, and Burn, because those are our 2 hero products that we lean in on, okay? And when you come in, what you'll see is you have a workflow, you have all of the testimonies in one place, you have helpful links, and then you have printable assets. So you get everything, right? So you get the trifolds, English and Spanish, by the way. Yes, banners for your vendor event. They're all done for you. You have all of the trifolds. So all you have to do is put on your QR code. I order 300 of these at a time. I've had to order 2 more times because my brand partners are flying through them. It ends up being about 30 cents a piece, and they pay for them, and we put their QR code on with a like return envelope little thing. This is when you're doing small businesses, and this is something we even do with right now. Hair salons is doing really well, not only with Ningxia, but with the Balance and Burn, because people are sitting in that chair all day. So we are able to project out the numbers. Because if we're only promoting one product and we know what the payout is on that product, I can make you a graphic, or my graphics team can make you a graphic on what is the projected income. So if you are a chiropractor, if you're a gym, if you're an acupuncturist, if you're a hair salon, and you have 100 patients and half of them say yes, I don't want to say that you're going to have 100% success. That would be weird. If half of them say yes, your projected income for the first 3 months is $4,000. So when I go into a chiropractor, I can boldly and confidently say that, because that is actually the projected income, meaning if they say yes and if they reorder, that's what it is. Now, Ningxia has an 89% reorder rate. Balance and Burn, we're still waiting to see what that actually lies at. In about 6 to 12 months, hopefully we kind of see the excitement of it coming in and then see it kind of level out. Okay, this is what your projected income is. And at that time, I might change the graphics to align with what the stats are from corporate, right? This is what you enrolled the chiropractor makes 25%, you earn 10% of all those enrollments, right? So this is what you would earn, and that is what a sales team would earn. So when I'm on LinkedIn, who I'm going after are sales representatives. I am marketing the sales representatives. That's who I talk to on LinkedIn. Do you want a job? Yes. Are you good at selling to chiropractors? Yes. We just got into a pharmacy here in Southwest Florida, right? Like, we are able to put trifolds up in these places because we are able to confidently go in there and say, okay, here's your projected income. All right. And then you have all kind of things, like you have your memory jogger sheet, and you have your customer follow-up sheet, and you have, okay, where do you find your balance and burn stuff? How do you become a brand partner? How do you set up direct deposit? Everything is done for you. All right. And I'll show you something that's really important. Oops, I hit the wrong button. One thing that's really important is you do need to have this. We have it for US and Canada. And then as we expand out in the Power of Five, I will figure this out. But Young Living is hopefully going to one platform. So actually I can only use one, which would be fantastic. But right here, this is what you need to have. So this is where I start to see that deer in headlights. Okay, well, do you know what you need to send somebody to get their best order? Do you have a graphic and a write-up for that? No? Okay, great. We have it. All right. So click to step 2. Okay. If somebody says they want to be a brand partner, do you have something that shows them? Because I'm about to get on a call right now, and somebody just told me they want to be a brand partner. So do I have a link to send them so that they know how to go in the VO and set up their account? I sure do. Do you? Because you need to, if you want to be enrolling that fast for brand partners. And then the next one is, do you know how to tell your people how to set up for direct deposit? Because if you don't, you need to. Why? Because they're going to be really mad if they don't get that set up. And again, if you're in panic, if you don't have these things in place and you're at the end of the month and you're going, oh my gosh, this person isn't set as a brand partner, this person doesn't have direct deposit. If you're in panic, you are not going to see growth, because that panic energy is not going to be rewarded, right? You're going to go the next month, oh my gosh, I never want to end of the month like that again. That was absolutely crazy. So the more assets and bells and whistles that I can give you to lessen your panic, the better off and the more confident you are going to be as a brand partner. And that is my number one goal, is to give you confidence to share brand partnership. Okay. The more I can give you confidence, the more you will actually do it, which is wild. All right. I'm going to go quickly over some other things. We got a bunch of resources. We got a bunch of testimonies. We have them all organized so that you can actually come in here and do things like search the word energy. So energy, and then it just pops up. So when you find somebody's problem, all you have to do is search the word energy, and all of the testimonies will pop up that I have energy. And that's about Ningxia. And then in Balance and Burn, very similar thing. All right, I'm going to show you a couple more things, and then, okay, we'll get going. Conscious language. So I bring on a conscious language coach because I am humble enough to say that I can absolutely build a system and hope that your mind mess does not get in the way. That is not true. If your thoughts do not align with growth, and if your thoughts are still in panic, and if your thoughts are still in that negative space, no system that I build will ever have abundance for you. Because if I can't get you out of your own way, then nothing you do will work. So once a month, every third Monday of the month, we bring in a conscious language coach. You actually come through here. I don't know why the second one's unlocked, because we lock you until you watch all 5. They're 10 minutes a piece, and it walks you into what is conscious language. How does this align with me and my beliefs? How do I actually watch the words and beliefs that I'm saying? And then after that, all of the other calls. So we have January, February, March in here. I brought her in January, but she has recordings where she comes in, she does conscious language coach, and then she opens the floor for coaching, right? And privately, she's very expensive. So I always tell everybody, I'm like, guys, unmute yourself. please get coached because it is worth your time to be there. Okay. Then, yeah, there's just some other ones, leadership ones, resources. Resources, they're in all of your paths, but we put some over there because some people were like, well, Tammy, I want to do social media, but at the same time, I still go to a hairstylist. Okay, great. So we just gave them to you. So then you don't have to panic, right? I don't want you panicking. My goal is to get you to not panic. But if you're like, hey, can I have a trifold for a hair salon? It's right here. Hair salon. Can I have one for a doula? Great. It's right here for you. It's totally fine. Right. And as Balance and Burn moves up, you will probably see one in here for hair salons for Balance and Burn because I don't know about you, but I have like such baby hair growth. I thought all of my hair was breaking off. And here it was actually a new growth, which I probably should not have cried about breaking hair and actually been in abundance of hair growth, right? All right. The other thing I want to show you is overcoming objections is one of the number one things that will stop your brand partners from sharing. The second that they get an objection about Balance and Burn or Ningxia Red or the business opportunity, if they don't know how to confidently overcome that, and that happens too many times because they never want to bother you. That's what you're going to hear a lot. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother you. And you're like, please bother me. I'm begging you to bother me. Like I'm sitting here just begging somebody to grow with me, right? If you don't have a tool that helps them get over that objection, it's not going to go well for you. Let me tell you. So we've built that. Basically what I've done is I've taken AI and I build out the back end and then it's customized. So this is not just ChatGPT. This is a custom bot that I have every objection I've ever heard about Ningxia and every answer, every objection about Balance and Burn and every answer. And there's some things that I'm like, hey, Howard, what would I say if it was this? And what would I say if it's that? And then we see it on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I'm not losing weight. What would I say? Right? Like that's how we work this through. And then every objection about network marketing and how to confidently overcome that is built into here. So again, we're going to build belief in that. This is what we call the simplicity communication tool because it is simplifying communication for your team. And there is always going to be a video that's going to train you. They're all very short. Like if you're in the training, the videos are well under 10 minutes. I do not, the only time that a call is long is there's the beginning one that gives you the overview, kind of like what I'm doing now. But if you get in there, I really want you to watch it because it goes a little deeper into where the things are. But other than that, all of the trainings are under 10 minutes of how to do the things because I highly dislike busy work. I want movement. All right. So in the simplicity communication tool, you have a bot built out for all of these different things. Objections, Balance and Burn. So every question you have about Balance and Burn, science, if somebody's interested, whatever it is, I will show you how we use that. Mind Mess, right there. Number one tool that I drive home that people need to be using every day. This is a therapy and business coach all in one. I have taken all of the leadership books. I have taken trainings. I have taken all of the transcripts from it. I've taken every course I've ever paid for, every course that some of my clients have ever paid for that they asked that it be in there. And I have built the back end out super robustly where it comes in and you just say, I'm having a horrible day. And it will actually coach you through that. And then what I tell people to do is I want you to get in there every day. And then at the end of the 30 days, I want you to say, what can you assess my last 30 days? It will tell you had 60% of sucky days, 40% of good days. Okay, great. And then we'll tell you, can I coach you through how to have a better month next month? I tell people to use that Mind Mess bot all the time and people cry. And then they message me and they're like, oh my gosh, I was just crying. Like, I can't believe it coached me out of that. And I was in such a bad place. Here's the thing. As a leader, no offense, but your people are not coming to you every time their mind is in mess because they're going to go, I'm bothering her. I'm annoying. I'm negative. I'm whatever. I'm fill in the blanks. So you as a leader need to give them a tool and a resource to be able to use like this so that when they're all up in their headspace, you just say, hey, did you go in the Mind Mess bot today and like therapy that, right? And I am still a coach. I am still talking to my people. But I am always saying, I want you to take this scenario we just talked about, and I want you to go in the Mind Mess bot, and I want you to therapy it out. because I want you to see how that works in the middle of the night when you are all up in your head. Right before a class, when you're begging that nobody shows up, right? Because you're panicked because you have to speak. I want you in that mind mess spot. Okay, then content, it creates content online. Making the ask, that helps people actually make the ask because people are very nervous about it. And we do what's called a belief bridge. Um, and then there are custom ones for in-home gatherings, small business, and fundraisers. Your why, this is incredible. I made Danette Goodyear cry on this one. Thanks, Danette. We don't really let people go unless they cry for their why. Okay, this will coach you through all the way. And then it will ask you, do you want affirmations that you can print out? Do you want a whole printout of it? And do you want a short printout so you can say it every single day? Because everybody should have their why laminated and put on their mirror, because you're going to have days where you don't want to do this anymore. Okay. And then brand partnership. This one is, you should know who you want working in the cubicle next to you. Very important. I don't want to work with some people. I attract and find them. So let me just show you really quick. I'll show you this one real fast. Let's do balance and burn. So it always explains what it is. Again, that's because this is a system for you to hand to the next person. So they're not all going to get on a call with me. They're not all going to get on a call with you. You need to be able to have a system that you hand to them and say, hey, by the way, this is how that system works. All you got to do is click the buttons. It explains what it is. You push it through and you go forward. That's what having some kind of franchise is. No, why are you not logged in? That's okay. I don't care. We're still going for it. Okay, so there's some prompts up here you can use. We'll say, someone is interested. What do I do next? I just click the button. I'm just showing you an example of how it works. And my internet is going to work greatly. Oh, Lord. Okay. It didn't open up my chat. So it wants to go through what my personal story is, because that's very important. And I could say I don't have a story. I don't. Story. Sally is. Okay. All I said was, I don't have a story. Sally is interested. She needs to lose weight and gain energy. Help me ask her and tell me what is in balance and burn. I'm going to put tell her, sorry. Her what is in balance and burn that will help her with her problems, right? Because you have to know the person's problem before you can ever sell to them, or you are diagnosing and treating without knowing their problem. I knew it was going to make me want to do this. So actually have it locked down where you as a brand partner have to answer this. I already have mine done, but that's okay. Okay, let's just step one by one. What does it feel like to be untrue and balanced? No, just help me ask Sally. Okay. Just listen to me. I'm on a new computer, so it's not, there we go. It's not listening to me. That is it. I'm going to share my other screen. Hi, Sally. I've been thinking about what you shared and weight loss. Can I ask what the biggest struggle is? No, Sally said it's energy. All right. If it doesn't do it this time, I'm going to stop sharing this one and show you my one that has already gone through this. It is treating me like a new person because I'm not logged in, and that's fine. I'll show you what that looks like. This is what it will do with you because it wants you to tell it its story. Because the way that you move people through is that you find their problem, but you also have to give like, hey, this is why it worked for me, right? Okay, objection works a very similar way. And again, it's not logged in, but we could try. Basically, you hit balance and burn objection, and you could say something like, I gained weight. And it will literally start popping that out for you. Okay. Like, what is the reason that that is happening? Or, hey, this person had gas, right? So the goal is to have it all built out in the background for you. I am pretty sure I'm done. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to find the other one really quick. Danette or Jessica, do you guys want to share? So there are a couple of people who are using Power of Five for their teams on this call. Well, I go look for my chat thing, which I really hope is up here on this computer that is brand new and logged in. Probably not. Will you guys share your experience with it and how it's benefited your team? And I'll unpin myself.
Do you want to go first, Jessica? Or you want me to go? Okay. I want to tell you guys, I'm just going to say the last 60 days because we've been doing a boot camp every 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, every morning, business days. We have been doing a boot camp. So 6 a.m. Pacific time and 9 a.m. Eastern. So for me, it's 8 in Central, and it's been phenomenal. We have had such great, not only teaching, we teach for 10 minutes, and then it's 50 minutes of work. And it is made, if it's starting at task 1, if you're brand new, like going all the way to task 5, but the goal is task 5s, right? So the amount that I had a handful of people that were just super committed to it. I was so proud of them. And they were all saying how helpful it was, how encouraging it was, and how easy it seemed. And they were super excited to be working in their business again. So this is what we want. 23 years with Young Living, I've been looking for a system. And thank the Lord for Tammy created it.
You're so kind.
My turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, my name's Jessica Petty, and I was very successful for a long time in Young Living, got to the top rank and all the things, all the bells and whistles. And the last 5 years, I'd say since quarantine, it's just been like what we did before isn't working. It's not like you can just post and people go, hey, how can I get that? And boom, they pop to silver. That seems like what was happening for a long time. And that doesn't happen anymore like that. And we were just like, I felt like, throwing stuff at the wall, saying, please stick, please stick. And if somebody did ask me how to do the business, I've had people say, I want to join your business. What do I do? I'm like, start sharing, that's not a system. That's not a system. Anyway, so Tammy really, not just for my team, but me personally, kicked my butt into shape. And in terms of like, hey, you need to focus and you need to get your team in a system. And I'm like, well, what system? And she's like, here's a system. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Thank you. And I can take that system and I'm telling my team, hey, join us over here in this system. And it's taking them a little bit of, well, what is it? And that's why they got to get on these calls, right? So anyway, I'm just super grateful for Tammy. She definitely has a vision, a clear vision, direction. If that's you and you're like, well, I don't know what to do and I'm throwing stuff at the wall, but nothing's working. Try this. And then when you have a new person, you could say, get in here with me and do it this way. Here's the system. It's not throwing stuff at the wall anymore, hoping something happens, but meanwhile, nothing's happened. So thanks, Tammy.
Okay, well, that's pretty much my life mission right there. Is that I just don't want any of you to be in panic. I want you to share brand partnerships. So as excited as you are to share lavender, share brand partnership, right? I'm going to show you a couple things. So we do, like I said, Julie, did you want to share? I saw you come off.
No? I was just
you were just touching the screen. I'm like,
I was, but no, it's changed my life. So I'm just very, very happy to have done it. I'm able to actually talk even on this call, which I wouldn't have before. So I just did a vendor event and I have 6 people that are considering the reset, and that would not have happened if I didn't do the boot camp. So thank you.
You're so welcome. Yeah, Julie showed up every day almost and as much as possible. And I'm so grateful for that. Is that, again, I humbly still have to say that I can build a system, but you still have to show up for your business, right? And I can build a system, but if your mind mess is not good, okay, well, we have tools for that. right? And I can build a system, but if you don't feel like you're in a community, right? You're like, oh, I'm all alone sharing. I don't know, my upline left, or I feel like nobody wants to share with me. Like there's so much of that I hear that I'm still over here in this bubble going, man, do they know about this bubble? Because we get on Zoom and we do the thing, right? So in 2026, what we are doing is consistent runs. So we just finished up our first run. We're taking a month break. We'll go into our next run. It's May 1st. It's a May 1 run. Okay. And that is all brand partnership, right? That is like, hey, how do I get brand partners to do the thing? And then we'll take another break and we'll come back and do another run, and we'll do another run. That one will probably be 60 days through the summer. And we have everything in place, right? So this month when we're taking a break, we're doing a book study with all of the people in there. So what I see is that you have these big teams and they're like, Tammy, and this is just what I hear. I cannot, Tammy. I cannot do all the Zoom calls. I don't want to put together a run. I don't want to put together a book study. I don't have time. My life is crazy, but I know I need it. And I'm sitting over here going, you're welcome. You're welcome to come join us. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you some testimonies from okay, actually, let me show you that little bot. Okay, by the way, again, about 20 minutes before I got on the call, one of my team, they shared their first post, and one lady got in there and was talking about berberine and how her daughter lost all kind of weight on berberine. And I was like, oh, snap, you have to have a certain kind of berberine, and we know that. So all I said was, can you speak into berberine and basically how it absorbs, like 3 to 5 sentences explaining why using a berberine is something that needs help absorbing, right? So berberine needs the phytosome, like it needs something to help it absorb. So basically I was able to copy and paste this whole explanation and put it into the comment before I got on this call, because I don't have time to research what the heck Howard said. I just need to write it in here, but same thing. So now I will say Sally is interested. Right here. Oh, okay. And it will write up exactly what I need to say because it is pre-programmed, right? So it is pre-programmed to know what is in Balance and Burn and know the science behind it and know how we're supposed to actually, that's why when I was in there as a new person, it knows that it has to know you and know your story. And you could tell it, I don't have a story yet, right? So that's why when I didn't log in as me, it did not know my story. And it was forcing me to kind of walk through that journey. Because if you don't have a story, what it's going to ask you is, why are you promoting this product? What is the core of why you're sharing with these people? Because it's going to start weaving that through your answers. So basically, this explains to Sally why this product would actually help her. It says what this usually feels like is less food noise, feeling fuller faster, less bloating. Does this sound like what you have been needing? Does not ask them to have a link. It does not ask them, do you want to order right now? We are not at that point yet. But your new downline doesn't know that. They haven't been through sales training. They're like, here, take my link, hurry up and order. You share well, make sure you get a loyalty. And they just word vomit. So if we can use AI tools to help us actually help train our people, that's where we're going to win at. Okay. And then I'm going to share really quick some more testimonies, and then I'll open it up for some questions, and I'll stop probably sharing or recording at that point. Okay. So my first month using the Power of 5 resulted in my highest enrollments and reactivations in years. I can also attest to that. I started using my own system. Usually I end up building systems for other people, and I'm usually pretty busy doing that. And I was like, you know what? January 1, let's go, Tammy. It's your time. It's your business. Let's go. And I've had the highest enrollments I've ever had in all of my time in Young Living. I've had the highest paychecks I've ever had in all of my time in Young Living. And I have more brand partners sharing than I've ever had in all of my time of Young Living, which is pretty fantastic. Because I don't feel crazy busy. I still get on a call and hang out with you guys. Okay, I'm just trying to, Mary, I'm so grateful for Tammy's system. Is in a season where I have very little bandwidth. I found a track that allowed me to still show up in my business 5 days a week with minimal time and still getting enrollments and growing. So that's very important to me. I know that you're busy. I know that your new brand partners are busy. We are all busy. But if we can help them show up in part-time hours to see a difference, then that is very important. Okay. I want to grow, but I didn't see how through coaching in the system. I found several hours a week to commit to working the system, and I'm gaining traction in my YL business. I love the accountability of the system provides. Without accountability, there's no growth. Guys, accountability is very important. And if you come in, so there's 2 different levels for coming into the Power of 5. It's called Ignite, and then the other one's Impact. Ignite, I think everybody should start there. Come in, push all the buttons, learn all the things, right? It's $50 a month. The price of it is insanely cheap. I have other people in other companies that I've consulted with, and they see it and they're like, can you build it for me? And I'm like, not a day, no chance, no way, not doing that. But they're like, we just collaborate. I'm on masterminds with different network marketing leaders and different people that build out systems. So we kind of like talk about who's using what AI tools are the best, yada, yada. And whenever they look at mine, they're like, why are you only charging $50? And I'm like, they're like, you're getting all the assets, you're getting training, you're getting conscious language, you're getting trifolds, like you're getting AI tools, you're literally giving them everything they need to grow their business. And I'm like, yes, my goal is to just give Young Living brand partners the confidence to show up again. Right? So yeah, maybe in a year the price goes up. Right now, I genuinely just want you guys to see the space that I am in and that many of the leaders that are on this call are in, and go, okay, it kind of sounds like they're having fun with this business again. It sounds like the momentum is moving. It sounds like it's exciting, right? Is that what is happening over there, I want on my team. And that's what I'm trying to create at a price point that everybody can afford. Like, seriously, like there are other companies you have to pay $50 just to be a brand partner. And then I'm going to show you really quick, and then I will stop talking, but I'm going to show you from the boot camp that we just finished up, which was super fun. And it's just, again, it's kind of bringing everybody together. Sorry, these are like this, but I'm doing the best I can with a brand new computer and Wi-Fi that's questionable at any second. I am amazed at the wealth of information I was gifted, because what we did was we brought in top leaders that are, my clients that are in the impact level. So we had Danette Goodyear, we had Jessica Petty, we had Brenda Schuler, we had Evangeline Reed, we had Lori Bori. They come in and they pour into all of you, right? They would do 10 minutes of just nuggets of goodness. Oh my gosh, was it good, right? Monday through Friday, 10 minutes of pouring into, and then we would work for 45 minutes. And then we have wins at the end, and it would just be people are like, oh my gosh, someone said yes. Yes, I booked the class. Yes, I booked the vendor event. Oh my gosh, I did follow up. This is exciting. And it just goes and goes and goes. And it's like the momentum is there, right? But I don't like busy work. We are not getting on those calls for an hour a day to have you hear people talk while you don't do work. That is not the goal here. The goal is to get you to move your actual OGV, right? I grew quite a bit. My team is growing. I love hearing that one. I grew both personally and professionally. A lot of the calls did have application to actually apply to your life, which, I love. I've made meaningful progress. My identity is becoming clearer. A nurse with wisdom whose values long-term health and encourages rather than pressures. Like, I know that sometimes this business can feel like, oh my gosh, I'm a horrible salesperson. I'm pressuring people into ordering. I will tell you right now, just like Julie shared, The transition in her from day one till now is completely different. The confidence. Oh, I'm not selling them something. I'm simply offering a better alternative, but with confidence. The sharing of the brand partnership, just like I explained e-commerce to leverage income and scaling it. We just confidently are able to share that, right? And I want you to have the exact same confidence that I have, that people who are using the Power of Five have. Okay. So I'm going to wrap it up, and then I'll stop recording, and then I'll open up questions if you guys have them. But really, what my main goal here is to just show you that there is an option. If you want to get back into growing, if you want to get back into movement, if you want to get your team back engaged, if you're like, hey, I want to give this Young Living thing another go, because this kind of sounds like something that has more of a long-term option. This is sustainable, right? Before, and we had systems, but it was like, I don't know if you guys remember, the graphic was like, buy your premium starter kit and then enroll 2 and you'll get it paid for. Because that was a system. I mean, it was a system. It was something, right? And then we all had like scripts that we'd print out, and we'd stand in front of people and we'd read our script about the premium starter kit. Like, that was a system. It's just that system doesn't work anymore. We have to move into, we have a lot more network marketing companies. We have a lot more affiliate sharing. We have a lot more, obviously there's AI now. People are like, hey, I want to integrate what is happening with technology right now in my business. I know that I do not need to know all the science. Okay. And I always tell people, please like read what chat says, like learn, don't allow chat to make you stupid, right? Like, I read everything. I'm like, oh, that's about Burberry. No, it's so good. So that when I'm at a vendor event, I can actually spit out the same things, right? And be like a human who learns things. But I hope that this was a blessing. I hope you guys see the vision of where your business can go. And that is my goal here, is to give you hope. Hope that there is a massive future and massive boom opportunity that you just could say yes to, and come hang out in this bubble of momentum and excitement. Because at the end of the day, you create the momentum on your team. Okay, I create the system, but you create the momentum that believes in the system. You create the momentum and the culture of people who are like, hey, I want to share Young Living because they're awesome. Their science is amazing. Their products are incredible. Their company is great. But also, it kind of has everything that I need when I walk in the door. I don't have to create the things. I just hit the ground running and start earning income. That's the kind of brand partnership we need to be sharing about. All right. Thank you so much for listening to me rant. I'm going to figure out how to stop recording.
Hey, Tammy, before you stop recording.
So sorry, Sherry. I can't see anybody right now. Please
no, that's fine. No, it's fine. But I want to share, because I think this goes on so much with the system part. I have enrolled 3, and I have my 4th one we're trying to connect because she's in the UK. These 4 women are not coming in because of Young Living products. They are coming in because they need to make money. And I learned all of this because of the chat bots. I do everything social media. I travel with my husband, and so social media is my lane. And that is where I've gotten all of it. I mean, I just go in and say, hey, I have this mom that's looking to make money, et cetera, et cetera. And sometimes chat and I argue about what we're going to say, but it has helped. Yeah. So now, like I said, I've got these 4 that I'm working on, and the Tammy didn't talk about it, but she now has this Power of 5, which is wonderful because it shows them what they can get if you move into the Power of 5. And that's been extremely helpful.
Yeah. Thank you. And Sherry, again, Zoom is so weird for me right now. I can't see anything. So please forgive me that I did not ask you to unmute. Okay. So yes, thank you so much. I hope that was a blessing. And by the way, I've watched Sherry do multiple other trainings. We've done multiple together. And I don't know if I could say it, but I don't know that I've seen the movement that you're seeing now. I definitely haven't seen the excitement, right? And it's so life-giving. It's so fun to see brand partners be excited again, to see Julie be excited, to see Sherry be excited, to see Janelle be excited. They're like, oh my gosh, like I sit at my desk and I'm excited. Like that's what I'm trying to give everyone in Young Living, right? And I really hope that you guys see the price point as the lowest it could possibly ever be. I know that I am not even paying for the system at this point, and it's fine. It will all be fine. But okay, I'm gonna stop recording, and you guys can ask questions. We got about 10 more minutes, maybe 15 if we're lucky.